Shenmue is a beloved series and has earned a major cult following, and rightly so. This action-adventure story-driven series, released way back in 1999, was leaps and bounds ahead of its time. Developed by the creative genius Yu Suzuki, Shenmue implemented brand new gameplay features upon release, and it's those very features which have a massive impact on the games we play today. A tale of revenge as we play as Ryo Hazuki as he hunts down his father's killer, yet with the freedom to do everything at your own pace and explore this fully interactive world of Shenmue. I can proudly say I am one of those gamers that's been with Shenmue since the very beginning. It's the reason I purchased the Dreamcast. Now, after playing it over and over and over, it comes down to this. You either love Shenmue or you hate it. It's as simple as that. Now, with the announcement of Shenmue 3, after almost 20 years, I couldn't be more excited. And with the release of Shenmue 1 and 2, the HD port, it's time to count down those top 6 moments from Shenmue 1 and 2. Remember, there are spoilers ahead. Now let's get to it.
And thus the saga begins.
In Ryo's attempts to hunt down the killer of his father, Lan Di, he's been encountering a gang called the Mad Angels.
What the hell are you doing here? Ha!
The Mad Angels are indeed associated with Lan Di to a certain degree, so Ryo has been making their lives rather difficult. This brings us to our 6th entry. One night, Ryo can't sleep, so he goes out for some fresh air, though upon returning, Ine-san is there waiting for him. The phone then rings, and for the trouble that Ryo has caused the Mad Angels, they have taken his friend, Nozomi, hostage.
If you don't show, I'll make her cry.
Ryo must get to the harbour behind warehouse number 17 before it's too late, though at this time of night there are no buses running, so he has only one option. He turns to his friend, Naoyuki.
Can I use your motorcycle? My motorcycle? Sure. Cash. Thanks.
Taking safety into account first, Ryo puts his helmet on, and now it's a race to the harbour as quickly as possible under a 2-minute time limit. Though you'll be surprised how difficult this section is. Holding your foot down won't get you anywhere. You have to anticipate corners and turn correctly in order to get there in time. Upon reaching the harbour, the Mad Angels are ready and waiting for you.
Think we just let you pass?
You have 2 waves of men in which you must defeat in order to reach your goal. Though don't get careless and pay attention to your health, as you can very quickly become overwhelmed. From here you meet Terry, the leader of the Mad Angels, save Nozomi, and a deal is struck.
I'm taking Nozomi home.
Sure, you can. But it's gonna cost you.
What?
Don't you be worrying about the deal for now. We'll get to that a little later on down the video. Saving Nozomi from Shenmue 1 earns the 6th position because it was exciting and different. Ryo getting up in the middle of the night, you knew something was up, and Nozomi being kidnapped and the motorcycle sequence to reach her was brilliant. Facing off against the Mad Angels, saving Nozomi, and finally coming face to face with the leader, Terry, puts this in the number 6 spot. Our 5th entry takes place in Shenmue 2 in Kowloon. After finally tracking down Yuanda Zoo, the Yellowhead organisation, who are also looking for Zoo, are right behind you.
Thanks to both of you, I was able to find Yuanda Zoo.
The Yellowhead leader, Dolnu, appears, overpowers you, and takes Yuanda Zoo as he's going to offer him to Lan Di. Yuanda Zoo is held captive inside the Yellowhead building, and there's absolutely no entry. You learn that the only way of gaining access is to impress the scout, who is always looking for new recruits for the organisation. Unbeknown as to who you really are, you catch the scout's interest, and it's here where he offers you 3 final challenges.
Defeat them, then we'll talk.
Our 5th entry is the most difficult of the 3 challenges, Chunyun Zoo. Chunyun Zoo is merciless, and unlike the other 2 challenges, who fought for sport and money, this is a fight to the death. She uses a Jeet Kune Do fighting style and is extremely quick. Be on your A game at all times and watch out for those devastating kicks. Button bashing won't get you anywhere here. You have to use everything in your arsenal you've learned throughout your journey in order to defeat Chun Yun-Zu. With the crowd around chanting kill, Ryo must decide Chun Yun-Zu's fate, and he decides to save her.
Why?
Personally, I would have let her go, but hey, I'm not the one paying $2,000 to try. Chun Yun-Zu was a serious challenge. She provided an encounter like no other up to this point in Shenmue 2. And with Ryo showing mercy, when she didn't, really proved something to her and was a nice surprise. So for everything this encounter had to offer, Chun Yun-Zu earns the number 5 spot. After learning that Lan Di has indeed left Japan, Ryo has packed his bags, is ready to cross the sea in his pursuit. Before entering the ship, you are greeted by Master Chen and Guizhang at the harbour, who have indeed prepared your voyage.
Thank you for arranging my trip to Hong Kong.
Preparing you for what's ahead, they teach you one final move, and Master Chen reveals that Guizhang will indeed be going with you.
You're too reckless. It worries me, so I'm going with you.
We also need to know what Lan Di is doing.
Chai has been watching the whole time, kicks a metal beam down on you from the structure above. Guizhang jumps in the way, sacrificing himself to save you.
You're not going to Hong Kong because the great Chai will defeat you.
This is the second time you face Chai in Shenmue 1, essentially the last boss and one of the most difficult encounters of the entire game. This kind of reminds me of the odd job effect from GoldenEye, where he's so low down it's like it's blimmin' cheating. Chai moves so quick, and where he's crouched low down he's really difficult to attack. You have to be patient, time correctly, and really think about what kind of moves to use. And with Chai's health not even visible, it's all about pacing. Though keep pushing forward to take this adversary down. Though don't take your eye off the ball just yet, Chai isn't quite through. With one final QTE segment, you put Chai down for good and have him sleeping with the fishes. Overall, Chai was a fantastic challenge and a rather different kind of encounter for Shenmue. He was genuinely really hard and you had to be strategic in order to beat him. Along with Guizhang's sacrifice to save you, preventing him from going any further, puts this in the number 4 spot. Our third entry is a big one, full of twists and turns, though it's exciting from start to finish. This is Shenmue 2. Inside the Yellowhead building.
I tell you to come alone. This isn't.
You. Let's go.
Ryo and Ren have made their way into the Yellowhead building and they're here to save Zu.
I heard that Zu is being held captive on the 17th floor.
Reaching the 17th floor is no easy task, but first remember to stop in room 222 for a little bit of hang-on.
Good score! I always wanted to see a guy like you play.
It's nothing really.
I have been dreaming of this day.
Earning that mini hang-on trophy wasn't easy, just saying, not getting big-headed or anything, just, it wasn't easy, I did it, yeah, me, I did it. Throughout your ascent of the Yellowhead building, there are Yellowhead henchmen everywhere, and with every new floor reached, there is constant variety. QTE segments taking out henchmen from around the corners, eavesdropping, breaking and entering, taking out multiple men at any one time. Chase sections where you have to escape, balance segments, unique stealth moments, and some awesome QTE fight sections. And throughout the whole of this, Ren and Ryo are constantly at each other, making for some really entertaining gameplay.
I'm going first.
Hey!
The further you progress, it really starts to become more difficult and liven up, as Dolnu finds you, so you have to outrun him and outsmart him.
I'll kill you.
I've got to get moving. Bye.
Dolnu's right-hand henchman, Yuan, has been chasing you this whole time with a chainsaw as well, so this eventually leads to a one-on-one confrontation to put her down for good.
Where's Zoo?
On the 40th floor!
Just use the elevator, right? Thanks!
With Yuanda Zoo now on the 40th floor, Ren takes care of the men while Ryo goes ahead to find the elevator key. Though to go up, you must go down first, though the henchmen have been patiently waiting inside the elevator.
You're not going any further!
These henchmen are a higher level, so don't underestimate them as they provide one hell of a challenge. Finally reaching the basement, you're hit with one hell of a surprise.
Joy! If you can defeat me, I'll give you back the girl.
It's unclear who Master Baihu really works for, as he's clouded in mystery, though he does have Joy captive, and if you beat him, you can save her. Master Baihu is extremely quick, powerful, he fights using the Tiger Swallow style, the same as Lan Di. This is a fight to the death and one of the most difficult challenges you'll face throughout Shenmue 2.
Interesting.
Strike me!
You'll need to do your best and be at your A game in order to beat Master Baihu.
I was not expecting this.
Give up.
And witness one of the best action fight segments from the entire Shenmue series so far. With Master Baihu defeated, he's a man of his word. You get to take Joy and go to the 40th floor in pursuit of Yuanda Zoo, though not before asking your name, hinting that they may meet again in another Shenmue game.
Azuki. I shall remember that name.
Inside the Yellowhead building earns the number 3 spot because it was just full of variety, and it hit you with surprise after surprise. From everything down to the multiple set pieces and the connection that Ryo and Ren have with one another throughout the whole thing. From the surprise of Joy being taken captive and the awesome fight section that was Master Baihu, and the hint that they could possibly meet in a later game, earns this, the number 3 spot. Earlier on I mentioned how Ryo made a deal with the leader of the Mad Angels, Terry. Well, this brings us to our second entry.
My deal is, you gotta beat up Jin's son. Make it so he can't walk.
Guizhong?
In exchange for Nozomi, Ryo will take out Guizhong, and Terry will deliver Ryo to Lan Di.
Guizhong, I wanna fight you. What?
Ryo and Guizhong exchange in a heated battle, though with Guizhong being Ryo's friend, he reveals to him why he's actually fighting him.
Guizhong, pretend to lose.
Say what?
Terry will take me to Lan Di.
With the pair of them being evenly matched, it ends in a stalemate, and this is where Terry double crosses Ryo.
It's my lucky day. I'll get rid of both of you at one time. Let me invite you to hell.
With Guizhong at your side, Terry throws every Mad Angel at you in a 70-man battle. This battle is long, hard, it's all about pacing and positioning in order to survive. The Mad Angels aren't the most difficult of foes, though they can quickly overwhelm you and they have strength in numbers. And Guizhong isn't just there for show, he provides a great distraction and takes out the Mad Angels with you, making for a valuable ally. At certain stages you'll face members from Terry's personal gang, which are much more difficult, though as long as you're not reckless and know what moves to use, you can take them down.
Just who the hell you think you're dealing with?
I'll take this. Gotta learn to fight fair.
This ends by confronting Terry, stopping him, which prevents their long-jar deal as he reveals that Lan Di has left Japan. Overall, the 70-man battle earns the second place for a deal being made with the enemy to begin with and a confrontation with Guizhong. This then led to you teaming up for an epic 70-man battle and a final confrontation with Terry. Overall puts this in the second spot. Along Ryo's path of revenge, he is able to enjoy the luxuries that other teenagers his age are able to enjoy. But he is determined until the end. This determination has led him to the Phoenix Mirror, Master Chen, and travelling overseas in pursuit of Yuanda Zoo. Zoo is linked to Lan Di and your father, and may know why Lan Di killed your father for the Dragon Mirror. And although Ryo has made multiple enemies along his journey, he's also made many friends and allies, with everything leading up to this one point. The epic showdown on the roof of the Yellowhead building. Right from the go, there's an awesome QTE segment to take out multiple Yellowhead henchmen. Reaching the roof, Yuanda-Zu is indeed held captive, though this is where it gets exciting. Ryo is an absolute shock. Lan Di is here.
Lan Di? Huh? What the hell?
Ren and Joy appear to assist Ryo, but Dol-New is also here, and he's threatening to drop Wong. With Wong safe, Ren takes out the henchman holding Yuanda-Zu, though Dol-New is furious, as he was offering Yuanda-Zu to Lan Di in order to earn the right to serve him.
Wait! Lan Di!
Unimpressed by Dol-New's failure, Lan Di loses interest, though this sends Dol-New right over the edge. Yellowhead henchmen appear, and Ren keeps them occupied, whilst Ryo has to take on the almighty Dol-New himself. This epic showdown isn't like any other battle in the series. Dol-New is extremely powerful, he's just pure brute force, and extremely quick for someone of his size. Grab maneuvers here are an absolute no-go, they just do not work on Dol-New. It's a case of going through your arsenal of moves to find out what works. Due to Dol-New's size, it's all about timing, pacing, positioning, and attacking correctly in order to bring this tyrant down, with absolutely no room for error.
I'll smash you into pieces! Die!
Dol-New gets so frustrated he starts charging at you, with some QTE segments put in place to avoid his wrath.
You scampering rat! You're mine!
Ryo can only keep this up for so long as he's running out of breath, and this is where he starts to believe.
Like a polished mirror.
That is a state of serene mind.
Li Xiaotao's teachings have taught Ryo that he needs to put anger aside, stay calm in order to prevail, and this is where he starts to believe in himself. With Dol-New defeated, your friends and Yuanda-Zu safe, Lan Di has seen enough and makes his exit. And this key moment right here, everything building up to it, the music and atmosphere provided, delivers one of the best stare downs in video game history. The epic showdown on top of the Yellowhead building roof earns our #1 spot and our best moment from Shenmue 1 and 2. That brings us to the end of our video. Thank you very much for watching. Shenmue 3 is just around the corner, and after almost 20 years, I could not be more excited. The phenomenal ending we've just seen on top of the Yellowhead building roof. Let's just hope we get more fantastic moments like that from Shenmue 3 and continue down Ryo's story of revenge. Again, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed, please remember to like, share, subscribe, follow me on Twitch, on GaVinci88, on Twitter, on GaVinci88, and if you get a chance, check out some of these other videos. There are some floating about, and my subscribe button's just there. I normally point it there, I normally put it there at the end of every video, right there, just there. Again, thank you very much for watching, it's been a pleasure. I'll be back next time with something new. GaVinci out.